One thing that has to be decided right now or very soon is what to do about the Bush tax cuts. Now, Paul, this happened under your watch, but this was a famous moment in your relationship with your client, the president. You were not really in favor of those tax cuts.
No, in fact, I was strongly opposed to the Bush tax cut that was enacted in 2003. It's one of the reasons I got fired. I have to tell you, I don't think it's the right issue. The right issue is fundamental reform of the tax system. So if we let the Bush tax cuts expire, are people going to say, hallelujah, now our tax system is okay? Not me. I honestly don't care, but I do care whether the president takes the lead in saying this is not the right issue. It's off the table. They're expired. You know, everybody's going to pay more taxes. That's okay. I don't, you know, I did the arithmetic not too long ago and figured out since 1980 I paid $85 million worth of taxes. So I don't mind paying taxes.
I bet you Bob could match you on that.
More than that.
But let me ask you this. On the Democratic side, there is also, I mean, on the right there is the pandering to supply side economics, in my view. On the left there is this pandering to the idea that, well, of course we have to maintain all the tax cuts for the middle class. The truth of the matter is we couldn't afford, in my view, we couldn't afford them in 2001, 2003. We still can't afford them. If you preserve all the tax cuts for everybody but those, the top 2 or 3% of America, you lose about $250 billion of revenue. Shouldn't we just let them all expire?
I would put an estate tax in place right now, immediately, because we have no estate tax right now. There is no supply side effect in having an estate tax, and we should fill that void. Number two, I would increase the tax on the higher brackets, those top 2 brackets, and bring them back up to the Clinton rate. I believe there's no supply side effect there. We did it in 1993. People said we're going to destroy the economy, and in fact, we had the longest economic expansion in American history. I would leave the middle class tax cuts intact for a limited period, because I do think that the probability is higher that we're going to have slow and bumpy growth than vigorous growth, and I think that given that vulnerability, the high unemployment rate, one thing or another, I wouldn't want to have that contractive effect right now.